Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Duolingo. It is time for another update, and it was actually even a requested update, but it was due since we completed what we were tracking for a wave C to the downside. We had an initial decent reaction to the upside, but then we failed and followed even lower to the downside, and we didn't yet break the support zone that we had, but we are well on our way, and there is a significant and considerable risk that we will break it. Now, this is an interpretation that I would have liked to track on this chart, where we were looking for an impulse to form to the upside, where we were looking for a 5-wave move to form within this wave 3. Now, so far that is still applicable, but we would have to hold the 50% retracement level at the $252 level. And if that breaks, it's not necessarily that it breaks, it could still hold. But if that breaks, we do have a slightly different scenario. And in this interpretation, we would instead be tracking a leading diagonal that would be forming to the upside. And in that case, within this wave 3, we could see or assume that we are tracking an A, B, C pattern, and we still would need a 4-5 to complete this correction. This movement. And in that case, the thing is, what changes is that the third wave tops here, and then for this wave 4, the support zone would adjust higher, but it would also allow the 61.8% retracement for a valid retracement for a wave 4, and it goes slightly lower to the $240 level that it would be allowed for this wave 4 to really go and still be within an expected scenario. Now, technically, for those patterns where we would be tracking an ending diagonal within a wave C here, it could really go even below it, and it wouldn't necessarily be as big of a deal as we did an impulse for a 50% retracement, but it would really make me question the validity of the count. And the thing is, if we actually break below this level at the $240 level, I would really focus on a much different approach, where I would consider that, okay, this was a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, then this was the third wave up, still within a leading diagonal, all of this, but then this would have been a fourth wave down, and then the fifth wave to the upside. So this would instead be a wave 1 top, and I would be looking to have a correction, a much larger correction in a wave 2. And for that, I would be looking at the levels between the $235 down to the $97 level. Now, personally, I wouldn't even expect necessarily much, if any, support in this area at the 38.2% retracement. And we don't really have any structural data in this structural support in this area that would really provide a very significant amount of support. Now, it's just the mathematical retracement that would provide maybe a little bit of support and not allow it to fall as quickly, true, but nothing too significant in my opinion. And that would be what I would focus on if we break below the 61.8% retracement level. Now, within this shorter time frame, we were tracking this as an ABC pattern, and that could still work out within the yellow interpretation, where this would extend much further, where this was, instead of the wave C down, a wave 1 down. Let's get closer. But a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, then this could develop either as a third wave down or another 1-1-2 setup. But the idea is we would form a larger 5-wave move to the downside that would still be within a wave C. We can shift this to the yellow interpretation. This could be one way it could work out. And then for the white interpretation, I would instead be tracking here a WXY pattern that would allow here it would allow us to form a smaller ABC pattern within this wave Y, and then find support probably at the bottom of this area that we have. We don't have much of the support area left, so yeah, I would be looking for an ABC pattern. This would be within the wave Y, within the weight scenario, and within it I so far would assume it could be counted in a few different ways, but let's consider that this was a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, another 1, 2 set up here, a third wave down, a fourth wave up, and then the fifth wave. Yeah, it even started already. I was expecting to still get to make a video on this while we were still within the wave 4 resistance area for this case, but yeah, it got to the 38.2% retracement, which is in fact the ideal retracement for a wave 4, and then yeah, we would be looking for continuation to the downside. And within this wave 3 I can also provide a micro count, so I am personally still looking for maybe another low after we bottom here in this first fifth wave within the wave 3. Let me make this a smaller degree, but the idea is I am still looking to push lower in this area, and then after we make another bottom I would be looking for another 4-5 pattern to complete this wave 4 possibly. It's not guaranteed, and the chart isn't within a very bullish sentiment overall. There is a lot of fear on, I believe this is based on the competition that Google is providing, and yeah, nothing really to do about the fear that is growing within this stock. So we still need to be very careful. It could still work out. It does seem to have slowed down a bit, and I do see divergence here, so I do believe that we have good chances of forming at least a local low within this area, as we see the divergence here increasing, and we are pushing lower within a lower low and forming a higher low within the RSI. But one last thing I can provide you for this video is really only a target maybe that we could look for this correction, and a first one would be at the $256 level, and then the following one at the $252 level. Now this is an area for an ideal target for the fifth wave, but it's no guarantee. It's just an idea and an ideal target. For now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.